Ho, ho, ho. Well, good morning, everybody, and Christmas time is here. In just a couple of days, Santa Claus will be climbing down the chimney for all the good little boys and girls. And I think all of us have been pretty good this year as far as um things that we have set as goals for bettering our health as we go along on this journey together. And what I'd like to just share with you now is holiday greetings. I hopefully won't talk too much right now because this is all about family and friends and getting together and just enjoying the fellowship of this particular season and being so very grateful for the blessings that we have and that are still to come. My hope is that all of us are going to enjoy the holidays and pretty much stay on track, both uh, physically, mentally, and emotionally. It isn't all about how active we are or how much we eat or what we eat or what we even physically do. It's about just enjoying time together. I like to think of this time as more than a day. I like to think of it as a way of reflecting on the year, uh, the reason that we're all celebrating, and many of us, regardless of what our faith may be, have reason to celebrate special and significant events that add joy and understanding as we live our lives. I've been thinking a lot about the fears and the stresses that are associated with the season. We all have that one cantankerous relative, it seems, that shows up, and everybody is sort of on pins and needles because they're there and afraid that we won't set them off. Uh, and they can be a little bit stressful, and just the increase in the number of people in and out of our lives on a basis, the pressure we put on ourselves to do more for everyone around us builds on that stress. There's even stress for some of us with just being alone and how to cope with that. That in itself is something to contend with. And depending on if this is a new situation or not, it may be exaggerated more this particular season than it has been at similar times of the year in days past. So it's just not about what we're eating. We also need to take some time, I think, to be really kind, more kind than um, we may just be in our normal daily lives, to focus on kindness. Um, Certainly, everyone needs acts of kindness, and it's wonderful to both give and receive acts of kindness, and they can be very small. We've talked about this in weeks past, something as simple as a smile to someone that you do not know. That can be your gift for the day, is a simple act of kindness, offering to hold a door for somebody, offering to someone who is struggling maybe with a lot of packages and stuff, a helping hand to carry these things or load them into the trunk of a car or whatever. We have so many opportunities and ways of expressing our gratitude through these acts of kindness. And hopefully all of us are going to remember that what we're doing is living a life. We're not trying to achieve perfection. We're just trying to live a happy, healthy life. Nutrition, of course, does play a part in it. And there's a balance that you have to look for. Stick with what's working. You know basically what you've been doing throughout the year that seemed to have helped you the most. Hopefully, you'll just sort of stick with that. By now, maybe it's even become somewhat ingrained, and you don't have to bring it so often front of mind that it is just a way of being, and you can relax more with that way of being. Uh, what helps your goal you achieve your goal, keep doing. Don't try to make a lot of radical changes at this time of the year. There's enough stuff different going on that you don't have to add more stuff. That just is going to heighten stress for you, and we certainly don't need anything else to heighten stress. I know I've been listening to a lot of people making plans about their strategies, and you have to decide which strategy is going to work best for you. Are you a person that does better if you focus on perhaps the one holiday when food is most plentiful and most different and unique, when the whole family comes together? You may decide that you're a person that wants to save all of your nutritional intake for the day for that one meal. You also may be a person that doesn't want to show up to the event ravenously hungry because you might eat way too much if that was the case. It has to do with what works best for you. For me, the thing that works best is always to look at the meal, because it seems like all of us have one significant meal, and to really look at everything that's offered and then make a decision based on which of these things on this table that I'm blessed to have in plenitude before me are unique to the season or have special memories associated with them that I want to really sample and enjoy. Um, and those are the foods that I'm going to try to put on my plate in moderation and thoroughly enjoy, because they probably are things that I don't have offered as a choice at any other time of the year. So they have many special associations with them. I tend to like to be one of those people that's not ravenously hungry when the meal comes. I just want to be able to enjoy it. Like, food's supposed to be a pleasure. And it is linked to the holidays. It is a way of expressing so many emotions, and it's associated with so many wonderful memories that you want to be able to enjoy it without guilt. Uh, as far as people who bring things in and are really pushing them on you, oh, you have to try this, you have to sample this, whatever. Um, no, you don't. If you don't want it, you don't have to eat it. You can maybe take a tiny little spoonful on your plate. You may even take a small taste. You don't have to, but you could. And let that be it and not feel guilty about it. Just because Aunt Gertrude made it and it was a new recipe she found in a magazine doesn't mean you have to indulge in it to excess at all. Focus on making memories, not on the food served at the meals or the preparation for the food that is served at the meals. Focus on the memories that are surrounding this special gathering with those people you care most about. Another thing that seems to be sort of lacking a lot of times for us is physical activity. And I think it's important to focus on taking some time to relax even. That's a physical activity, relaxing. A lot of people forget that sometimes just downtime, chill time is a good thing. Also, aggressive activity where you're actually moving your body through space is important. Uh, do you have any family traditions, or would you like to start some family traditions that include some activity? One of the things that you might consider is taking a walk if it's conducive to such in the neighborhood and enjoying all the Christmas and other holiday decorations that are put up for this time of the year. My grandkids have always loved doing that, and we always spot something different to see. And it's a great time to get out in the fresh air and visit sometimes with neighbors. We've seen groups out caroling together, which are always exciting. And if you are in an area or a situation where you can participate in that, it's a great way to get some extra activity. Going to a mall and being able to walk around and seeing all the decorations that the people hustling and scurrying about can also be a nice activity. Uh, if you're a person that likes sports, there are all kinds of winter sports that you can build into an event if you have the physical ability and the location and the access to do so. It doesn't all have to be just sitting in the living room watching television with each other. There's so many other things that you can do. Building snowmen, if the weather permits, is another fun activity. Yeah, I live in an area where that can often happen, and we, most all of us, like to have snow for Christmas, just to relive some memories and create new ones that have to do with being together at that special time of the year. So, think outside the box a little bit for things that you can move around a little bit. If you maybe you're a family that likes to play games, you can certainly build activity into games quite easily. So, me time is really important in this time of the year because if you have a group staying with you in your home, that can create stress. Everything is sort of crowded together and more people are there. And it can be stressful when everybody is trying to do different things at the same time in a small space. As a family growing up, you might all have fit in there, but now you're not only coming back as a member of that family unit, but you're usually bringing other people with you as well. So you crowd into the space more, and crowding does create stress. Uh, Behaviors are like casting votes for the stories we want to tell ourselves. And we want to be sure to be the kind of person uh, who actually focuses on that family unit, family situation and boundaries, how we're going to address certain friends and family, things that are not my thing anymore. People change, and what they may have liked 10, 15 years ago, they may no longer be into. Uh, Saying can't implies somebody else is in charge. Won't says you're in charge of whatever your answer, your situation might be. And that's important to understand as well when you're addressing boundaries with the family. Uh, you're not saying, Mama told me not to do this. You're saying, oh, I don't think this is something I want to do. A whole different philosophy there, whole different way of feeling. Uh, Whatever your current habits are, they're actually perfectly designed to get current results. And you may need to look at adjusting some of your habits to get different results since the family situation may have changed just with people coming in for this special time of the year. Basically, what all of us need to do, I think, to get the most out of the holidays is to focus on enjoying. Pick your pleasures, pursue them actively. Check back in to see how you're feeling about the holiday. Be honest, adjust as you need to adjust. If you need to go off in a quiet space for a little bit, it's okay. Have a plan that makes sure that you and all that are surrounding you at this special time of the year are maximizing the time together because that is the priceless gift that we give to each other with intent and focus at this time of the year. It's such a wonderful treasure to be able to hold with each other, and it truly is precious and priceless. So I'm going to wish all of you A happy holiday wherever you are. Uh, for me, it will certainly include the reason for the season. Uh, for me and my faith, and I hope the same is true for you and your belief system. Uh, have a wonderful, joyous, Merry Christmas from me to you, and I will wish the same for each and every person who I come in contact with during this wonderful, wonderful season. I will let you go now. Happy, happy holidays, and you all take care. Bye for now.